Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel today. Now, I'm going to only briefly speak about the Chris Kaba case. Okay, I'm not going to go on one of my usual tangents, but I normally go on and rabbit on for ages or anything like that. This wasn't something I was going to talk about because, being a middle-aged white male, it would be far too easy for people to come and attack me and say you're a racist because I'm white. At the end of the day, I'm a white man. Okay, and obviously you got a black criminal that's been shot dead and found not guilty by white policemen. Now, when I looked at the case, and I watched a lot of the news coverage yesterday and over the last couple of days, and I thought, well, there's no point going over, should he have been found guilty? Should a police officer, what is it, a cover up? No point going down that route because everybody's covered that. So what I thought to myself, and I was thinking, and I even spoke to my wife last night about it, and I thought, did the police officer, and I know I'm going to get battered for saying this, did the police officer have another option at the time apart from to shoot the person in the car dead? Now, a lot of people say, and it was very dark, I've seen the video footage myself, it was very dark, you probably wouldn't have been able to see him. He might have seen who was in the car, but nobody's going to know that. So my argument is, did the police officer, the armed officer, have another option but to shoot him or shoot him dead? Because in the footage you can see he's trying to get away. You can see that he's aiming the car towards police officers. So the argument straight away is he putting the police officers' lives at risk? And the answer to that question is yes, he is. So he is at a risk. So from my view, and this is my personal view, is, did the police officer have the right to take the shot? Argument's sake, and I've never done that job, and I'm just putting it as my personal view, there is an argument for that. But, and this is where I put the but in, could he have taken a different option? And when you take adrenaline into it, I can understand him doing it at the time. I can. Now, the other side of the coin is, as they've already said, that particular car was wanted in connection with other potential murders or hits in South London. So for all they know, there could have been weapons in there. Arguably, probably wouldn't have been weapons in there, but there could have been weapons in. They don't know. Okay, so this is where I am. If you've got police officers at risk, is there an argument that the police officers could have backed off from the car and the armed officer shot out the tyres? Type of thing that's done in America, and just let the car go off, wouldn't go for very far or for very long, and they could have caught up with him and got him out of the car safely. No loss of life. He would have gone to jail, arguably gone to jail for probably the rest of his life, and he would have survived. So all the haters, they can come at me for that. Let me know what you think on that one. Second option. Okay, and this is the one where members of my own family have actually said, you're an idiot. Okay, and maybe I'm an idiot for actually thinking this. Could the police officer because he knows roughly where he's going to be sat. He's going to know roughly where his vital organs are going to be. If you shoot somebody head, odds on they're going to die. Shoot somebody around the chest, odds on they're going to die. So you're going to know roughly where that is if you're an armed officer. So could he have aimed down to arguably, hopefully shot him in the leg or in the arm or something like that to wound him? And hopefully you can, at the end of the day, get him to give it up. Because, my view, it would be better for him to come in wounded than for him to come in dead in the morgue. And then you wouldn't have any of this problem. The argument that the CPS have just gone down the political route just to keep certain fractions in the public happy by having a trial. And it would have made life a lot easier. Now, that's easy for me to say in hindsight, when you haven't got adrenaline, when you haven't got people's lives potentially at risk. So, what I would like for people to tell me is what you think. Did the police officer make the right call at the time? Whether he got told to take the shot or not. Whether it was his call, whether he should have made a different call. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm an absolute moron and an idiot, like my wife's already told me. Okay, by saying, questioning, did he make the right call at the time? Because obviously, at the end of the day, this type of thing is so easy to say in hindsight. Okay, we can all do that in hindsight. We all did that over Tony Blair, about going to a war in Iraq. Easy to do it in hindsight when you've got correct information and everything. So let us know what you do think. Put a comment down below. Okay, like I always say, I do read all the comments. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please do like and share the video, and obviously subscribe to the channel. But for now, thanks for listening, and we'll see you again a bit later. Okay.